Yesterday, Donald Trump and his legal team filed a lawsuit basically trying to stall the DOJ from going through all of the documents that they retrieved from Mar-A-Lago, which of course we also learned yesterday was more than 300 classified documents. Now, this lawsuit is seeking to prevent the DOJ from going through anything until a special master has been appointed. And the reason Trump's lawsuit says they need the special master is because some of the information they took was likely covered under one or more privileges, either executive privilege or attorney-client privilege, in which case, even with regard to a criminal investigation in some instances, they would need somebody to oversee and go through it to make sure they weren't giving up any kind of secrets that the government is not privy to. Now, here's the thing about all of this. Depending on which legal expert you ask, either Trump has a pretty solid case or Trump has no case at all. Those were the conversations that were basically going back and forth in the media and on social media last night and this morning. So it's hard to really get a real good grip on what the legal experts are out there saying because they're all saying something different and contradictory to the person before them. So here is probably the best analysis of what's going to happen. Trump's going to try to stall this as long as possible. And we know that because in the lawsuit, not only did he claim this was a politically motivated hit job, because he is obviously the clear frontrunner for the Republican nomination in 2024, which, yes, he put that in the lawsuit, but also because if it's executive privilege he is trying to assert, he can't do that. Very plain and simple, cut and dry, Donald Trump cannot claim executive privilege over anything. That privilege lies with President Joe Biden and President Joe Biden alone. So if Biden were to come in and say, oh yeah, none of this is executive privilege, I'm not exerting it over any of this, then Trump has no case. If it's attorney-client privilege, that's where things do get a little bit murkier and maybe a special master should be appointed. Because that doesn't mean, by the way, that just because there is a special master that Trump is going to win. It just means you're going to have this independent body or person looking over it and making sure, okay, yeah, there's nothing great in here that's covered under privilege, you can have this. So maybe appointing a special master is a good thing. And the reason I say that is because, as we all know, Donald Trump has spent the last 2 weeks telling us it's a politically motivated hit job. They've weaponized the DOJ. So what if we just throw him a bone here, get the special master, give him a victory, right? Give him a way to go and show his people that, aha, look at this. Now there's somebody else going to be looking over it. So then if indictments do come down the pipeline, even though he will, of course, attack the special master at that point and say, well, they were politically motivated, it's not going to convince everybody. And it will, of course, give some Republicans more of a, I guess, legitimacy to the investigation in their eyes. So they may look at that and say, okay, well, if we've got an independent body looking over it and they still think he's guilty or they still think there's evidence there, then yeah, I'm going to agree with it at that point. So I think, just in my personal opinion, letting the special master happen might be a good thing. It might ease the fears of some of these conservatives that are on the fence about whether or not they support this investigation. And in the end, if indictments do come, it's going to severely blunt Donald Trump's ability to say it's a politically motivated hit job when you had an independent special master looking over their shoulder the entire time. He'll still do it. Don't get me wrong. He'll still do it. But that claim is going to hold a lot less water because of this lawsuit. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.